Medjugorje is known as a place of peace, but behind this facade of serenity lies a much more unsettling reality. Today, we will discuss one of the most terrifying prophecies related to this sacred place, the last dreadful prophecy, a warning that concerns us all. The visionaries received 10 secrets from the Madonna, revelations that, when unveiled, will irrevocably change the fate of humanity. Among these secrets, there's one that surpasses all others in severity, the 10th, the last. A shocking revelation that foretells an event so terrible that it will shake the entire earth. The details are secrets, but the words of those who know it leave little room for imagination. It is a cataclysm of such proportions that it will make all humanity tremble, something imminent and inevitable. The 10th secret of Medjugorje is shrouded in mystery, but the visionaries have clarified that it concerns a devastating event, a punishment for humanity. Mirjana, one of the visionaries, has stated that this secret is the most serious and cannot be avoided. It is like a written fate, something that no prayer or sacrifice can stop. The words used to describe this prophecy imply that we are talking about a global catastrophe, a purification that will change the face of the earth. Some speculate that it may involve an unprecedented natural disaster. Others speak of a spiritual crisis or a global conflict that will threaten the very survival of humanity. In any case, what is clear is that the world, as we know it, will no longer be the same. Although some secrets may still be mitigated through prayer and conversion, the 10th is inevitable. It will be a moment of profound pain and suffering, a time of great tribulation that will test the faith of every person on earth. Even though no one knows the exact date when the last dreadful prophecy of Medjugorje will take place, we know that time is running out. The visionaries have been clear. Everything has already been set, and it is only a matter of time before the secrets are revealed to the world. The moment is approaching, and with it comes a trial that none of us can ignore. We do not know precisely when, but it could be closer than we think. The signs around us, global tensions, the growing distance from faith, all seem to indicate that we are approaching that dark hour. It is a moment that could arrive in the blink of an eye, catching us unprepared if we have not already responded to the call of the Madonna. This event will be a definitive turning point for humanity. So what will happen when the 10th secret is revealed? Will we be ready? Many theologians and scholars who have been interested in the messages of Medjugorje agree that the prophecy of the 10th secret has an apocalyptic character. It speaks of an event that could mark the end of an era. Some interpretations suggest that it could be a biblical scale event, similar to what is described in the book of Revelation: plagues, famines, natural cataclysms, or even a world war. Some hypothesize that this secret could be linked to a great darkness that will descend upon the world, a kind of dark night that will envelop humanity, leaving it in chaos and despair. In many messages from the Madonna, there are references to days of darkness, a period when people will lose their faith, be overwhelmed by fear and confusion, and evil will seem to prevail. It is not just about natural events. The prophecy also touches on the spiritual dimension. It has been said that during these terrible times, people will be tested on both personal and collective levels. The forces of evil will manifest with great power, seeking to drag as many souls as possible toward perdition. The Madonna, in her messages, has spoken of a great battle between good and evil, a final conflict that will determine the fate of humanity. Thus, the 10th secret represents not only a catastrophic event on a physical level, but also a definitive spiritual test for humanity. Those who remain faithful to God will be able to survive spiritually, while those who have rejected faith risk losing themselves forever. In the face of such a frightening prophecy, it is natural to ask, what can we do? The answer is simple yet profound. The Madonna in Medjugorje has left us a clear message. Prayer, conversion, and returning to God are the only ways to save ourselves from the consequences of this dreadful event. The 10th secret is a final warning, a call to our conscience. We do not know exactly when it will happen, but the visionaries have confirmed that the time to prepare is now. We must not wait for darkness to envelop us, but we must take the call to prayer and penance seriously. The Madonna has said that through the Rosary we can obtain the grace to resist these difficult times. She has also asked us to participate regularly in confession and to fast for the good of our souls and those of others. Spiritual preparation is our best defense against what is about to happen. We are at a crossroads. The last dreadful prophecy of Medjugorje presents us with a choice: to follow the path of faith or succumb to despair. What is impending is something terrible, but we must not view this warning as a condemnation. Rather, we should see it as a final call to conversion. Time is short, but the message of the Madonna remains a beacon of hope. Those who respond with open hearts will be spiritually protected. What awaits us could be the most difficult moment in the history of humanity, but through faith and prayer, we can find the strength to overcome it. Are we ready to face the future? If we stop to reflect on what is being told to us through these prophecies, we cannot ignore the seriousness of the message. These are not mere admonitions for spiritual improvement or a general invitation to prayer. What is being revealed to us is a concrete and urgent warning. The world stands on the brink of a radical change, and the last dreadful prophecy of Medjugorje gives us a glimpse of a dramatic scenario where faith will be tested in ways never seen before. The Madonna has always invited us to reflect on our relationship with God, to live a life more rooted in prayer and penance. But as these foretold events draw closer, her appeal becomes a desperate cry. We are used to thinking about the future with optimism, believing that technological or economic progress will protect us from any adversity. But the messages from Medjugorje show us that the true battle is fought on a spiritual level. It is not a war between nations or world powers, but a war between good and evil, between light and darkness. In this scenario, it is crucial to understand that none of us can remain neutral. The Madonna has warned us, there is no more time for indifference. The 10th secret will not only shake the physical world, but it will also expose the souls of all of us. It will be a moment of truth, an hour of judgment, when each person will have to reckon with their spiritual choices. Our preparation cannot be superficial. We must approach God sincerely, setting aside all worldly distractions that keep us away from the truth. The prophecies of Medjugorje, and especially the last one, teach us that suffering and purification are inevitable, but they are not ends in themselves. There is a promise of redemption for those who choose to remain steadfast in faith. Even though the 10th secret is an inevitable punishment, it also represents an opportunity for humanity to return to the right path. At the end of this painful journey lies the hope of a renewed world, purified of evil and corruption. We must therefore prepare ourselves, not with fear, but with determination. Faith teaches us that although evil may seem to prevail at times, the final victory always belongs to good. The Madonna has not left us alone. She has given us the means to face these difficult times. She has handed us the rosary as a spiritual weapon, invited us to consecrate ourselves to her immaculate heart, and pointed us toward the path of conversion as a way of salvation. And now, as a community of believers, we are called to respond. Prayer is not just a private act. It has immense power when done in communion. The Madonna has invited us multiple times to pray for the conversion of sinners, for those who do not believe, and for peace in the world. At this crucial moment in history, every prayer can make a difference. We must unite, strengthen our faith, and help others find their way to God. In conclusion, the last dreadful prophecy of Medjugorje is not just a warning, but an invitation to hope. The road ahead is undoubtedly difficult, but through prayer, faith, and conversion, we can face even the most terrifying events with the certainty that God is by our side. This is the moment to decide which side to be on. The Madonna has given us all the tools to prepare ourselves. It is up to us to use them and respond with faith and courage. In this time of great challenges and uncertainties, the Madonna's invitation in Medjugorje becomes more urgent than ever. Let us pray, convert, and return to God. Prayer is our most powerful weapon against evil, and through it we can obtain the grace needed to face what is to come. Every moment of prayer is an act of trust and hope that brings us closer to divine mercy and prepares us for the times that await us. I encourage you to pray the Rosary daily, to participate in confession and the Eucharist, and to live a life of faith and penance. If you find this video helpful and want to stay updated on future content dedicated to these spiritual themes, I invite you to subscribe to the channel. Share this video with your loved ones and friends so they too can know these messages and join in prayer. Your subscription and support help us spread the light of hope in these challenging times. Remember, prayer is a source of strength for all of us, and together we can face even the darkest moments with faith and determination. Thank you for being with us today. May God bless you and keep you under His protection. Until next time, let us remain united in prayer and faith, trusting that even in the face of the last dreadful prophecy, God's love will always prevail.